Hey, it's Wednesday in the arena with Dr. Pamela, and I'm Dr. Pamela. Welcome to my private arena. Come on in. I want to talk to you today about what everybody's talking about. I can't get off the bandwagon, right? It's the 2024 Paris Olympics, and the equestrians are in the spotlight. So, of course, we're going to talk about that today. But what I want to say right off the bat, because I'm super passionate about this, is I'm seeing somebody actually has a petition going around to ban equestrian sports from the Olympics, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that is so sad to me, despite all the things we've been seeing, right? I still don't want to see equestrian sports banned from the Olympics, because guess what? It's not solving the underlying problem. Banning equestrian sports from the Olympics does not solve the underlying problem. It's things that are happening are still going to take place. Horse shows are still taking place around the world. And I want to talk to you today that it's not what we do, it's how we do it. I recently saw on Facebook somebody had a picture of a couple horses in these big double bridles with the chains and the reins and going off, and all the stuff on the horse's head. And it's like, I understand what they're seeing and where their concerns are coming from, but there's a part of this that's like it doesn't talk about the underlying piece. Like, for example, vaquero horsemanship is a centuries old tradition. Centuries. If you don't know what it is a beautiful classical traditional piece of horsemanship, right? Where they take the horse from the hackamore to two reins to the spade bit, and people get all freaked out about the spade bit. Well, a very well made spade bit is perfectly balanced. And the idea of vaquero horsemanship, right, is to have a finely tuned partner, a finely tuned working horse partner, where the emphasis is on quality, right? Not how quick they meet their goals. It's the quality, and they take great pride in the quality of that partnership that they are developing with that horse, right? It's not about jerking and doing things with these big things, big bit in their mouth. It's about the lightest and the slightest little degrees of pressure, and every little thing means something. The little shift in the seat, the slightest like centimeter move in the hand, right? It's not about how fast we can do circus tricks. I keep hearing that lately. Circus tricks. We got to quit doing the circus tricks. But if we're doing classical horsemanship, it's not about circus tricks, right? The rider must possess this knowledge of the way the horse thinks, the way the horse responds to different stimuli. It's about biomechanics, it's about timing, it's about balance, and it's never just about physical balance. I talk about it all the time. We concentrate so much on horse training and the physical aspects of horses that we're not looking at all four legs of the horse. Horses have four legs. And they don't just have a physical leg, they have an emotional leg, they have a spiritual leg, they have an energetic leg, and all four legs have to be balanced for all of this to come together. So when we see these issues going on, it's because something's not balanced. And a lot of times we're not balanced within, right? We aren't effectively communicating with the horse, right? It's about developing these training methods and these relationships with these beautiful, amazing, sentient beings over time, right? That's the beautiful thing about it. It's not like, how fast can I do a pee-off? It's developing that relationship and going through that process and that journey, with that horse. I mean, if we look at the Spanish riding school, for example, in Austria, they started in 1565 and they're still going. They must be doing something right. But I don't recall seeing any Lipizzaners at the Olympics. I don't know, maybe there was. I haven't seen one. But like they're about the preservation of this classical way of horsemanship. And if you just do a basic Google search on them, you'll know that it takes time. They don't even let the rider go off the lunge line for up to like 3 years, right? And then they have like another 2 to 4 years of developing their riding skills, and then after that they get to take a horse, one of the stallions, from ground zero all the way up through what they would consider high school, and that takes another 4 to 6 years. So this whole thing about let's ban it, everybody's about black and white, and all these extremes, right? We're going from one extreme to the other, and I just want to like shed light on the fact that we need to find balance. We need to find balance in our horsemanship with our horses, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, with these animals. And it's not about banning, it's not about taking stuff out of these long lost traditions. I think it's about going back to where we started, right? Like going back to the basics. I was taught years ago, many moons ago, when I was an apprentice back in the early 90s at Almar Arabians, which used to be one of the oldest and largest Arabian breeding farms in the country, if not the world. And since Basie Tankersley, the owner, has passed away and the herd has been dispersed, and Almar Arabians in Tucson has been given to the university down there. So it's still kind of in operation, but not the same as when I had the privilege of being a part of it. But it's like we got to go back to the old foundation stuff. And when I was there, the head trainer taught us that when you run into troubles with your horse, always go back to the basics. Always go back to the basics. And I think we're forgetting that. I have this strong feeling that that's what's going on. We're forgetting about the basics, and we're all getting caught up in gold medals and ribbons and trophies and accolades, and not concentrating on the journey and the relationship with these beautiful, amazing, sentient beings. So that's my take on it. Let's not ban horses from the Olympics. Let's do it better. Let's do it right. Let's go back to the basics, and let's just do a better job for the horse, okay? Because we have the foundation. It exists. If we go back to 1500, we can find it, right? If we go back to the origins of vaquero horsemanship, we can find it. But we're too caught up in the extremes and the now and the hoopla, and we need to just come back and get centered, find our little place of Zen, and do it right and do it better. So I want to know, do you think that horses in equestrian sports should be eliminated from the Olympics? Comment below and let me know. And until next time, enjoy your horse.